Hey guys, this is Eman from Gadget Pilipinas. Today we're going to be unboxing the Vivo V7. So just to give you a background of what this phone is, so basically this is the more affordable brother of the V7 Plus. So we're gonna unbox it now. Okay, so we have here the our box. Of course, we have here our handy dandy cutter. So gonna find a way to do it like that and like that. Kasama na yung seal. That's that. So, natin yung plastic. And then we have the... So here's the phone, but we're gonna talk about that later. So, tabi muna natin yan dyan sa taas. Yan. The typical documentation. So we have here the IMEI numbers, and then we have a SIM ejector, and then there's a free case. So good for you. And then of course we have the manuals. It's the quick start guide. We have the earphones or the headset. So, well, we're not sure kung gaano kaganda yung sound quality nito, but we'll check. We'll check during our full review. We have the data cable. We're gonna open that up. Tingnan natin gaano kahaba. So it's pretty standard, really. You should be able to charge your phone from, standard distance. Probably when you have a socket under your desk, I think aabot naman. Then of course, we have the charger, which is a it's a 2A, 2 amps. It's a 2 amps, 2 amp charger. So that's it. Let's go to the phone. So we have here the Vivo V7. If we can see it there. So it says here 24 megapixel front camera, full view display, 4 gigs of RAM, and 32 GB of ROM, so storage. So when you compare that to the V7 Plus, the only difference that you'll see is actually the smaller internal storage. So the V7 Plus kasi it's 64 gigabytes, and then this one is smaller, 32 gigabytes. And then there's the 16 megapixel rear camera. So we're gonna take out the phone. So here it is in matte black, so or midnight black, as they call it. So at the front we have a 5.7-inch HD display. So it's still HD as with the V7 Plus. Parehas sila ng resolution. Though this one is a bit smaller, slightly smaller, kasi yung V7 Plus was 5.9 inches. This is 5.7. So it's a bit more compact than that. Still, it's an HD display with 1440 by 720 resolution. And it's an 18 by 9 display, so halos bezel-less siya. So at the side, we have the usual, the buttons, power button and volume rocker. So they're very clicky. Matunog siya actually, and they feel a bit plasticky, but very responsive. Yung sa V7 Plus was very responsive, so I hope these are too. And then on the left side, we have the usual SIM card slot. So let's check. Actually, let's use the included SIM adapter, SIM ejector tool to see kung anong klaseng tray yung gamit nila. It's still a triple slot tray. So that's a good thing because you'll be able to use 2 SIM cards and your memory card at the same time. So no need to sacrifice 1 SIM card slot. At the top, I think that's a microphone, noise cancelling microphone. At the bottom, we have the standard micro USB port, a speaker, and the headphone jack. So at least it has a headphone jack, of course. And the back, we have the usual. So it looks like the V7 Plus, basically just smaller. So everything the V7 Plus has in terms of design, so this one has. It's just smaller. So it's a smaller V7 Plus. Okay. Before I turn on the phone though, a bit of detail about the specs. So this is also powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 450. So that's an octa-core processor. It's the same one that powers the V7 Plus. So basically, they use the same chip. This also has 4 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage, as you've seen kanina dun sa plastic na nakabalot dito sa phone. Okay, so the camera, the rear camera is a 16 megapixel and the front camera is a 24 megapixel sensor. So basically, it's actually the same. It's the same with the V7 Plus. The battery is a bit smaller though, at 3000 milliampere. Of course, it's a smaller phone, so well, that's expected. But everything else, the design is the same. Okay, so let's now power up the phone. So it's booting up. So it says Vivo Camera and Music. This also runs on Funtouch OS 3.2 on top of Android Nougat 7.1. It's the same OS as the V7 Plus. So ayan, Tagalog siya, obviously. So let's select English, Philippines, and then I'll skip that step. And let's go next. Yan. So, like the V7 Plus, this one also has facial recognition. So you can also unlock the device with facial recognition. So all you have to do is put it into your line of sight. So raise it to your line of sight, like that, and it should unlock itself. So meron din siyang fingerprint sensor sa likod. Ayan, nakita niyo naman. Ayan. So you can choose to add a face or add a fingerprint. Anyway, I'll skip that for now. And this one, join the user experience program. Let's disable that and disable auto download and go next. Okay, so that's it. It's booted up. So the look is basically the same with the V7 Plus. So the OS looks the same. It's a very colorful approach to Android. Ganyan naman actually yung OS ni Vivo, yung Funtouch OS, even with the V3 and V3 Max days pa, ganyan talaga siya. Very colorful, and it's a really refreshing take on Android. Primarily because it's not, it's not your conventional take. So one of the notable things that it has is this one. The menu that you can show by swiping upwards from the bottom of the screen. Okay, so far when we swipe naman, it's very smooth. Wala namang lag, stutters or anything. Let's try opening up an app, probably the camera app, to see. Mabilis naman siyang mag-fire up. Okay, so the camera app launches very, very fast, quickly. And okay, so what else? This one also has the same photography algorithms as the V7 Plus. It also has portrait mode. It also has Smart Split 3.0 and app clone. which basically lets you use 2 accounts with 1 app. And that's it. We'll be doing more tests with this one. We hope to come up with a full review very soon. So stay tuned to gadgetpilipinas.net for our full review of the V7. And we'll see what this phone can do. How fast it goes and how good is the camera. So how does it compare to its bigger brother, the V7 Plus. To give you an idea, one last thing, to give you an idea of how small this is or how big this is the Oppo F3 Red Edition. So ayan, comparison. Yan sila. The back. So evidently, mas maliit si Vivo. And then this is the Huawei Nova 2i. So, yan. And then this is the Oppo F5. Yan. Okay, so this has been the unboxing of the Vivo V7. We hope you can keep on supporting us and stay tuned for our full review of this V7 from Vivo. Thanks, guys.